Hi, my name is JC Whittington. I graduated from Bishop McNamara in 2011. When I left Bishop McNamara, I went to the University of Maryland, College Park, to pursue a degree in broadcast journalism. And then after that, I got my master's degree at Georgetown University as a journalism degree as well. And so now I am currently at Politico, covering all things politics and policy, which kind of seems a little bit up in the clouds, but it's involved and ingrained in everything in our lives. I'm covering the White House and Congress.
So my name's Randi Ayala. I graduated class of 2011 here as well. I went to VCU in Richmond, graduated with a degree in broadcast journalism. And right now I am a morning reporter for WUSA 9 in DC. Yeah, sorry. In DC.
My name is Breana Ross. I graduated from Bishop McNamara in 2015, and then I went to the University of Miami down in Florida. I double majored in broadcast journalism and political science, and I minored in Africana studies. And currently I am a morning general assignment reporter at WBAL-TV in Baltimore. It's the NBC affiliate there, and I cover a lot of their community stories as well.
Okay, so how did y'all get into journalism? Was there anything at McNamara that helped push you in that direction? Because this is a college preparatory school. So, I mean, there has to have been something that was like, when I graduate, I'm going to do this.
Do you want to go first?
I can,
okay.
Sure. So for me, I knew I wanted to be a journalist before McNamara, like pre-McNamara. But when I was 12, I had a cousin that was 4 years older, and she was looking at colleges, and University of Miami was one of them. And my mom was like, you're tagging along, like we're going, you're going to get some exposure. And so she wanted to do broadcasting. So we got a chance to tour the TV studios and talk to professors, and as they were describing, like, this is what makes a good journalist, the bells were kind of going off in my head, like, oh, like, I'm a good writer, like, I like to talk to people, like, I want to, and it became something that, I realized, okay, this is actually what I want to do. So by the time I got to McNamara, I knew that, but McNamara was the first time I got instruction in the journalism field. So the newspaper with Mr. Shrya, that was like the first time I got to be a part of a journalism class and figure out what makes a good story. And that's when I kind of got to cultivate, that gift that I already kind of thought I had. And then by my senior year, we had the first broadcast journalism class here. And so I got that practice being on camera. So it kind of helped cultivate what was already brewing before I got here. Yeah.
When I got to school, it was just one of those things. It was like, all right, what, you're like 18 trying to figure out what am I going to major in, what am I going to do? And I knew that I liked writing. And it kind of just led me to that. I was like, let me just try it. I'll try a couple classes. And it really just stuck. And that's still like my favorite part about it is the writing, I think. Being out in the community too, because I've had full-time anchor positions, full-time reporter positions, and just when you're out in the community, it's just like a different feel. What about you?
My first journalism experience was here at McNamara. It was Mr. Shrya was my first journalism teacher, and I was writing for the newspaper, but then I partnered with a student, and her and I, we did like McNamara's first podcast. This was in 2011, so
I did not know this.
A little bit before its time. Like, we had this idea that we wanted to do a podcast and we wanted to do like audio journalism, and he really helped us facilitate that. And so that was like my first intro into like a multimedia form of journalism, beyond the writing. And I remember going back and telling my mom, like, I think this is what I want to do when I go to college. Yeah, just that intro into learning more about what it could be like to be a journalist. That was really cultivated here. I hadn't been on the yearbook or anything like that. It was just a class I took, and I was like, I think I want to do this, and it turned out to be like my lifelong passion. What about you? How do you feel moving from Miami to Baltimore?
Well, so I had a stop in between.
Oh,
so
which
after I graduated from I went to my first job in Fort Myers, which was at Wink News. It's a CBS affiliate in Fort Myers, which was.
Do you know Brea Hollingworth?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, she's at my old station in Raleigh.
Okay.
She actually took my job when I left.
Oh my gosh.
I love Brea. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, we worked together while I was there, but that was my stop in between college and kind of coming back home. It actually wound up being very important that I was there, because one of the things they were lacking was coverage of minority communities in a fair and meaningful way. And I was able to change that while I was there in many different ways. And
So, Randi, what is the best part about your job?
It has to be just the communities that you're able to reach.
The best part is definitely the people. Like, I love meeting the people that I get to connect with, and like the fact that they trust me to tell their stories. Like, that is just everything, right? I think another part too is when you tell stories that actually help people, whether it's like helping draw attention to the good that's happening, you know, in their organization or that they're doing personally, and it yields this big result for them. We really are public servants, and like when you think of it that way, it's so rewarding. Like, I think that to me is the best part of the job. Favorite story, I always tell this story. It starts out sad, but then it you know, it's heartwarming, so just prepare yourself. So there was a veteran, this was when I was in Fort Myers, who he was dying of cancer, and one of his last wishes was to see his grandson, who was in the Navy, I think, and he was on a ship somewhere in the middle of nowhere, and so it seemed like that probably wasn't going to happen before he passed away, unfortunately. But the Red Cross was able to send a message out to the grandson and get him to come back home, and the grandfather did not know this. We did. They called us ahead of time, and so we got to be there when he surprised his grandfather, and you know, do the story. And it was a beautiful story, but afterwards the grandfather, he did wind up passing away. And the family texted me, and they were like, that story meant so much to Don that we played it at his service. Like, that's how much it meant to him.
Think of yours?
It probably has to be from my first market, and it was meeting that lady, Mrs. Everfield. And I can't remember the specifics, but you know, they have all these programs, state programs, that if you're in, if you low income, senior, like you can get such and such done on your home for free. And it just wasn't happening for her. And it had been like years, but of course, once the media gets involved and, you know, you're putting the eyes on it, then the work gets done. So it was one of those stories, though. It wasn't much more so about the story, but about the person. Oh my God, her granddaughter also went to McNamara, by the way. Wow. And I met this woman all the way in Monroe, Louisiana. I can't think of her name, but her granddaughter was a student here. That I get like giddy when I see McNamara bumper stickers, which I see all the time. Every day.
All the time.
But
did everybody in
No, honestly, it's the place to be. It's the place to be.
I think so. Everybody came here. Yeah. I see the t-shirts, I see like the uniform, I see the bumper stickers, like, and it just makes me so proud to be a graduate from here, because I know that the network is so vast, and that's something that like a lot of people can't say.
Even just this is an example. Like I did not know that we had, you know, this many like alum in broadcast.
Oh, it's much more too.
I did not know.
It's
and,
so
like,
much more.
We need to band together.
I would say like the things that the students are learning here at Bishop McNamara are going to be things that prepare them for any career, but especially people that are interested in journalism, where like we've all said, this could change lives. Our stories change laws. Like, it's so important to be a person that's super grounded in ethics. Yeah.